Cup, boys. What a season it has been. Knocked out in the elimination final by the GWS Giants to the tune of 4 goals, 24 points. Boys, it's been a hell of a ride this year. And firstly, I just want to address to the broader Saints TV community that Tim Membry, we know as much as everyone else does, the club has requested some privacy in this time, and he's getting the support that he needs, and he's surrounded by family and good friends, so he's doing well. And we just want to put out there that we love you, Timmy, and keep on fighting it, mate. We're here with you.
Yeah, you're a legend, mate. Love you.
Back into the game. GWS, 24 points, boys. I tell you what, it was looking scary. It was looking scary twice. It was looking like, oh God, we're going to get done by 10 goals here in an elimination final, and all this work will be for nothing. But couldn't have been prouder for the boys. They got stuck in. They were put up against some really adverse conditions. I can tell you for a fact it was 5 minutes before the game, torrential rain, and then sunshine as the boys run out, because I was out there in the torrential rain.
But you look like a different like a little rat in a...
Yeah, I did. I looked like a wet rat. I did, yeah. I looked like a wet rat. It was a lot of fun, and we'll get into that. But first and foremost, boys. Fair moist. It was a bit moist out there, to be honest. But how we doing, Marshy?
Yep, lads and listeners. Doing good. Like, I think, I'm saying to you boys, the game was lost when I couldn't find the GoPro. I couldn't find the Mexican GoPro in the morning, and I was looking forever. And just couldn't. So I think I've already lost it. So
the Mexican, where'd you get it from?
From
Mexico.
No, well, we're going to do the little go rounds.
Oh, sorry, the Mexican GoPro. I thought it was like a cheaply made GoPro.
No. So, but anyways, couldn't find that. But it was a day. Yeah. It was a day that, we've been riding this for the last 2 weeks, to be honest.
Yep.
Since the West Coast game, doggies. So,
yeah,
it was so good to get to the game or get to the pub beforehand and just chat with Saners and do the walk over there and just participating, belonging in finals. It's certainly a moment that, I could get used to it. And it seemed like a lot of the fans weren't quite used to it because, I don't know, like lads and listeners, I was... You put it up a very good one today, Jake. Rate the Saints season out of 10.
Yeah. And I liked yours.
Yeah. I gave it a solid 10. I gave my performance, my player rating. I was so shit. I reckon I gave myself 5. I was 5 just because I was just lost. Because I was just in the... I just couldn't get into the game.
No.
I just couldn't.
Yeah.
And the umpires were doing my head in. And usually
congratulations to the yellow team. But
the yellow team, dead set. Some of their calls, I'm sure we may touch on them, but definitely wasn't the reason why we lost. But it was definitely the reason that got me up at one stage towards the end of the game. And I just said, kids, cover the ears. You are shit umpire. And that's our number one rule in aisle 29. No projected swearing, but I'm sure the kiddies have heard that one before.
Yeah.
So was a bit disappointed in myself, but we learn, don't we?
That's it.
Jakey boy,
how
did you find your day?
Yeah, no, like you, it was good fun. The drive, I had a very nice morning. Went to my favourite cafe on my own, and had all the gear in the car. And I thought, right, I'll drive to the G today. Got there a few hours early, circled around, thought I'd get my good park. Of course, it was taken.
Oh no!
So I had to pay about $45 on Swan Street and park down there. And
nasty.
No, that walk in on Swan, not seeing a Richmond fan for once, and then seeing literally just red, white, and black everywhere. Every pub you walk past along the way, I was like, this is bloody nice. This is a nice change.
Yeah.
And it was like the perfect team to be playing as well, especially given the result that it was still just Saints.
Yeah, it was. It was all just Saints walking out.
95%. And then, going to Cricketers' Arms and meeting up with everyone there, which is not something I usually do, to be honest. You boys know I don't socialise like that too often. So that was really nice. Have a drink there. and then get to the ground and you're like, geez, this feels like '09 again. Because it was wet a bit, and then the sun came out, it was wet again. And
true.
And then the ponchos came out. I'm like, Saints footy at the G. Like, this is what it's all about,
Yep.
And then I can't really recall much of the game, to be honest.
Yeah, it was such a blur.
I just think of the only moment I can repeat in my head is Naz's goal, and that's it.
Yeah.
And how I felt at 3/4 time thinking, we could pull this off.
Yeah, the buzz was there at 3/4
That's
time.
it, yeah.
The buzz was there. It came back a little bit at half time after a little bit of a fight back. But you're right in saying it was all a blur. It's just such unfamiliar territory being in finals.
Yeah.
This is our first time in 12 years. And if you haven't picked up the guitar in 12 years, I bet your bottom dollar that you're no good at playing it anymore.
Unless it's Guitar Hero.
Unless it's Guitar Hero, then that's ingrained. That's muscle memory. A bit of John the Fisherman. Bam, bam, bam. But yeah, it was just, it was, I started getting excited. I think I switched on the radio. We were dropping the dogs off at Mum's. Mum was taking one for the team and just looking after the dogs because she can't handle the final. She gets too nervous. So she was looking after the puppies, distracting herself with that. But we were on the drive there, Triple M, chuck it on.
Yeah.
Joe Montagna's there. The elimination final this afternoon, St Kilda versus GWS, and then it hit me. It hasn't hit me.
Yeah.
That September's here.
Yeah, and the Triple M, what's the intro? Rocks football. And you're like, and then the rock music starts.
Yeah,
like,
that's
here we
it.
go. Yeah.
I started to get really excited, and then I started to get nervous and excited. And I told myself at the start of the year, don't feel too much going to the football. Feel at the football, and then feel relieved after, win, loss, or draw. So we went around the corner to the cafe, all the dogs and the family, and I could only stomach a bowl of chips.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at the menu and I went, I am not hungry. I cannot eat.
I hate eating on game day.
Yeah. I remember...
It's no good for me afterwards.
Yeah, you need to eat then.
Or drink.
The drink. So I had to put down some pasta, which was nice, but it's hard. Yeah,
it's tough. You're just so nervous. You lose all hunger. And that was a bit like in 2020 during lockdown. I couldn't eat dinner during the game. I couldn't eat lunch during the game. I was just too nervous. So, and high stakes now and everything like that. And yeah, we managed to, I thought we were going to be a bit late. So you called me up and you're like, oh, you're on Swan Street. I was like, no, mate, I think I'm going to have to drive in and park at work. Don't know if I got enough time. We had enough time. So we did. We walked from home to the G. What a great experience.
Yeah.
Just walking to the G amongst satyrs on Swan Street. Or the big smile on their face going, how good's finals footy? It was a buzz. It was a buzz before the game. Getting there, the gates were busy.
That's it.
A bit of confidence, you're proud.
Trying to get on the train. And then, even after the game, I just felt like...
You were very happy after the game, actually.
I was. I just felt like, I'm like, thank God. Now I can eat on the weekends. For starters. But it was just, such an achievement for what we did this year.
Such an achievement.
And the youngest, you pulled out all these super stats from an article, and our youngest finals team since '88.
There you go.
And
we're the youngest finals team this year. Full stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's just, you're so buoyed by what's to come.
Yeah.
And then you get the cheeky. It was like a wave rippling. Liam Henry's coming to the is nominated the Saints.
Yeah.
Which in trade talk, that's
pretty
that's
close.
When was the last player that nominated a club? He was out of contract, didn't get there.
Was it Dunkley?
I think he was
the first time.
Yeah,
but he was in contract though.
Yeah, he was in contract. Yeah.
So we had the year with Jones, Hilly, Dukes, and Butler all nominated, all got there.
Yeah, correct.
And Paddy Ryder. Did he nominate?
Yeah, he chose us in the end. It was either Essendon or us.
That was crazy. 5 nominations and then landing all 5. Or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about Moorabbin. It's the buzz.
And that was that's why the Liam Henry was just. It sort of contributed to my overall feeling after the game, in that it was just a nice little mattress just to fall down on, because this is really our season. Let's be real. Trade season. Oof.
Yeah, we love
Yeah,
trade.
like
We love it.
we haven't
We-
even gone hunting yet for the
No,
players.
no,
They're coming to
they're
us.
coming
It's
to
like,
us.
All right, that's a
Yeah.
good start. Wait till Ross gives you a call and says, "I want you in the team."
100%.
Because there'll be spaces, and they're the spaces that are going to be the big talking points. Is who's coming out versus who's coming in. The big talking points for me is who's going out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sitting on the edge of my seat about. Is for the first time in a long time, I'm like, who does Ross Lyon not have as part of his plan?
I'd imagine
And-
by the end of this week, the delistings will be announced.
Yeah.
Because they had the exit interviews today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
right.
Gresh had his...
no contract for Gresh at the moment.
Yeah, saying we want you to stick around. There's no contract in front of you unless you want to.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So it's on him now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So I'd be curious to see what happens. Say if Carlton win again, because they're linked with him, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What that does,
Yes, true.
'Cause
Yeah.
it really will dictate the next step.
Very true. I'll tell you what, we're getting carried away.
Yeah, let's
we're
get-
we're obsessed with the
Yeah,
future
let's
here
hear
at St
it.
Kilda.
Yeah,
Let's talk a little bit
Reel
about.
back in. Yeah.
I'll just quickly start. Watching the game on the weekend, as difficult as it was at times, for me, and I'm sure, and Ross spoke about it, it really showed what we're lacking. It really did express. It exaggerated our biggest need in the team, which is just
Good delivery.
good midfield,
Yeah.
stronger midfield. Their midfield
They
was
were waltzing it.
unbelievable.
They
at
were
times.
waltzing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
There are
my-
a couple of moves.
Kelly's first half.
Oh,
Oh, he's a freak.
didn't he want to just put that dagger in? Like, no way.
That
I'm
one on
coming
the
to you,
run,
boys.
the one on the run where it should have been a free kick to us.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Dobs it on the boundary. You're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, it was their day. They
Yeah.
were dobbing him from everywhere. It was
Yeah.
their
Doing it
day.
out of the mid-air
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
like-
and then you have your classic final situations where some of the blokes let it get the better of them. Like Butler missing those two, which he would usually
Yeah,
just
that's
nail.
right.
And he's
Took
the-
a screamer,
And like
by the
Higgins-
way.
But Butler and
Oh, how good was that screamer?
yeah, that was right
Yeah.
in front of me. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a
But
good finals moment. That one.
needed to go back and get those two set shots,
Yeah.
not the snaps
Yeah,
for me.
Higgins
Yeah.
only had one shot at the goals all
He
day,
kicked it.
and he kicked it, which is great. That's good. He didn't have a big day, but when he was in front of the sticks, he put it through. Okay, good. But there was just a couple of odd matchups throughout the game that I saw, especially throughout the midfield, especially in the last quarter.
Okay.
And I was very, very confused.
Mitch Owens got no time in the guts.
He got no time in the guts, and we
Which I
put
thought was
Filippo in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Filippo went to Tom Green. And Tom Green just reminded him that, Filippo, this is your first final series and this is your first year of football. It's not mine. Welcome to the game.
How much of the game, and I know Ross said that obviously we were in it to win it.
Yeah.
But how much do you reckon there was also with a view to the future, short-term pain, long-term gain?
To me, the whole season, I think Ross has gone both.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah, true.
We've just been, a bit better than probably what even he expected, and we got some of those wins.
Yeah.
But he's always put Filippo in the guts in big
Yeah.
games. It's no different to any other week.
Yeah,
really.
and that was the thing. It's like, okay, well, have you conceded that this game has gone beyond us and it's time to put the kids in there for some experience? Or
Because I for me, I
our
thought there was a
option?
few, just like taking a couple of steps backward. I thought iffy selection. I would have gone Doogs in and Cordy to the forward line instead of Caminiti. Because
yeah.
in terms of if to me, I thought that would give us the best opportunity of winning the game. But I think the longer term plan, like Caminiti, like the experience he would have got from that game.
Yeah.
But I think, because there was some times where, he looked like a 17 gamer.
I still would have brought in. I still would have brought in Ronnie Burns. The more I think about the way the game went,
Yeah,
we
true.
needed outside. We needed pace,
And we kind of got
and we
burnt.
had nothing.
And like when we had Stocker as the sub last time, it didn't work. Even though when he did come on, he
was
played
good,
well.
Yeah.
but it didn't help us.
It
He was
didn't.
individually good.
I would have preferred Stocker starting in the back line
Yeah.
and Sinks going, today you're a midfielder.
Yeah.
And perhaps not bring in Ross.
No Billings or Burns, I just thought
Yeah.
one of them
Yeah,
in a
definitely.
final would have been way more impact than a Caminiti on a wet, dewy day. I just didn't
Yeah.
think he crashed packs, but he also crashed
crashed
King's
more.
packs and
Yeah.
got in the way
Kings,
of
got Filippo.
Crashed
Filippo,
it.
yeah, and it was just, but this is all. as you say, you can really take a positive out of it because
for
it's all
sure.
invaluable experience for these
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Definitely.
Like,
It's
yeah.
a tick. It's as big a tick as it is a bit of a criticism at the same time.
You got to remember that this GWS core has been playing together for 10 years.
They've also
And
played
they're
in
grand
prelims
finals
and grand finals. They are
Yeah.
very seasoned.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they're also the most informed team in the AFL.
Yeah.
Since the bye, they've been the best team.
Yeah.
So,
But do you know who was bloody sexy?
there's.
Mr. Bradley Hill.
I was going to say there was 3 players.
Yeah.
And we'll go to Bradley Hill.
Let's start with Bradley because you know there was at some stage like third quarter, I don't know, at some stage when I think he did like the rundown tackle or maybe even a smother. I think it was. I don't know. It was just one really good bit of team first play where I just turned to everyone again. This sort of because like look, I am a pretty intense character when I try and get people G'd up.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's
the
not
walk in.
yeah, it's not to intimidate. It's more just to, try and get people out of the shell. Anyways, sometimes it can go a little bit far because, when he did that moment, I just felt, something I just turned around to no one in particular that anyone who bags Brad Hill does not understand football.
Yeah.
Because that was exactly why we got him.
Yes. Yeah.
Biggest game, finals footy at the G.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
He
He
loved
set
it.
the tone.
Yeah.
Start to finish, back and forward. He did it bloody
Kick
all.
two as
And
well.
not only that, he brought his mate into it. He brought Nasiah
He
Wanganeen
did.
Malira into the game
Yep.
because he was a bit nervous at the start.
Yeah.
And then ended up just having a blinder of a second half with a couple of those tackles on who was on Iden or something.
Yeah, some good
and it was
tackles,
just
yeah.
some big moments from him. So that
Good
showed
fists too.
good fists. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that showed leadership from Brad Hill to go, mate. This is the way you do it.
Yeah.
This is the way you play the G. And he loves it, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, he really took the team on his back. There was, as I said, 3 blokes that took the team on their back. The other one, our skipper.
Yeah, that was an awesome game.
That was just phenomenal.
If he wasn't there, we're losing by 100.
no, spot on. And as Ross Lyon said, he played a lone hand in the midfield there,
Yeah.
and he was like having 2 extra midfielders in there. He was
That was some strong
he brought
comments
his-
from the boss, weren't they?
no very strong
Yeah.
comments. Yeah, very strong comments. I've got a quote here though. I'll come
Yep.
back to it from Ross Lyon. That was my favourite quote from his press conference. But the other bloke who took the side on his shoulders was Rowan Marshall.
Yeah.
Just from the first bounce, first clearance, got it out, ball came back out. He
Marked
takes
it.
the mark, sends it back in, Sharman, goal.
Yeah.
And I was, he had a ripper of a game. So Rowan Marshall, take a bow.
Yeah.
That was all Australian
He
stuff.
bloody stood
and,
up.
Yeah, and he made Briggs, he made Briggs stand up as well.
Yeah.
He had to work twice as hard to get to the level that Rowan Marshall was at.
Yeah.
And Briggs had a good game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
ended
did.
up having a good game because in that first 15 minutes, Marshall was all over him and kicked that goal as well. That was another thing is, the goal that he kicked at the start of the quarter. And something that we've started to do a bit better now is to draw the free kick.
Yeah.
I know that...
King did it. Butler did it.
Yep. It started to work well now, and the king of that is Owens. Owens has been doing that all year because he's had players sweating all over him, and he's really brought that upon the other boys. So I thought Owens had a decent match. Welcome to finals footy. The intensity you brought all year has now been matched, and that's finals footy. So is there another level to Owens? That's what we'll find out in the next one. So. But again, he was desperate at the ball. I thought Sharman was great.
Sharman
Yeah.
was my
He was excellent.
he was my best player, to be honest. On
Yeah,
the day.
like
I thought
under-
he
If you
was
could
better
bottle
than all
that 30 seconds, like that build-up play and that mark, and then just converts it, that was so nice.
Like,
That was
he
the vibes
kicked
were
his
good.
2. I think he kicked his 2.
Yeah.
He was the only bloke on the field in the first half that actually knew how to mark the damn thing.
Yeah.
True.
He's got the perfect. There was a few where he clunked it, but then a few where it was slippery enough that he kind of juggled it and then grabbed it again.
Yeah, the
Has
two
a really
grabber,
good method.
flat hands,
and
Yep.
then just caresses it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
He also set up too.
Yeah.
In the third quarter, he handballs to Owens, who kicks the goal, and then he's the one who kicked it to Brad Hill, who kicked the set shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's
and
kicked 2,
that's
set up 2.
that's when our forward line actually started to click a bit better in that third quarter. Was when Caminiti went off, and finally Owens had the freedom to decide whether to go up or stay down.
Yeah.
And we put him a bit deeper, and he was the one out the back of the pack because all day we'd have two blokes going up.
Yeah.
One bloke goes up, one bloke stays down and makes the most
And
of
we
it.
weren't roving.
Oh,
No,
we
we
were
weren't.
not at
No.
all. We had
The ground
we had
ball-
no representation at
They
ground
were-
level.
Lightning.
They were-
As much as we talk about our game, geez, their strengths are scary.
They're
at
basically
times.
like a hula hoop around. There's a hula hoop
Yeah.
of their players
And then
around
they'd
every
move.
contest. Yeah, oh
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
an orange tsunami. It's
It
100% correct. That's the way they play.
It's a great game plan because seeing it in the flesh, like from up the ground, you're like, that's impressive.
There
Yeah,
was-
and they've been honing that craft for 8 years or so. They've been going at that for a while.
Because that's kind of been their,
That's their game plan.
what is it? What do you call it when you just kick it around?
Circle work.
Circle work.
It
That's
was
kind of
circle
what they've
work.
been doing for a long time, but
Yeah.
they've actually got a name to it now.
Yeah, the
I
orange
suppose.
tsunami.
Refined it.
And I saw up on their bench they held up a killer whale, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And I was trying to debate. I was like, "I reckon it's hunting pods." I reckon that is so good.
Who was the Seals? The Saints?
Yeah, the Saints were the Seals,
I reckon
but it
that's
was hunting
Pinocchio,
pods.
and they're the whale, and they're going to go eat Geppetto or something. Is that what it is?
What, a killer whale?
Was it a killer whale?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was the bad guy, wasn't it? He turns into the killer whale.
I don't know.
Isn't that
I haven't
Pinocchio?
really brushed up on my Pinocchio.
Yeah.
lately.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, maybe it's Killer Instinct, maybe it's this, but I was like, nah, they've been hunting in pods all day, and it's
Yeah.
just like surround the victim, go for the kill.
I
And I was like,
that.
oh yeah, that's
Do we
good.
have any funky signs?
I haven't seen one.
Yeah, I don't think
Nah.
we've seen it.
Nah, we're not.
I think we're a bit boring. I think we just got the 1 minute.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nick
that's it.
minute. But yeah, there were some shining lights on the day. I think, we got 8 goals in a row kicked on us, and then to get stuck in and get some back, that was a really proud moment.
Yeah.
Just to say, okay, well, we were surprised by this, and we didn't expect it finals footy to be like this, and how damaging it can be when one side is really, really on. But for them to get stuck back in, kick 4 in a row, and pull it into halftime, pull it into 3/4 time, and have that buzz is just
That's right.
Yeah.
They gave us moments to cheer, which is what you want
Yes,
at a game. Like you were saying before, it looked ugly. It looked like it was
looked
just going to
ugly.
be a really bad day at the G.
Yeah.
And, we had our chance. Even in the last quarter, we missed we had about 4 or 5 good opportunities that we just missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
And-
Well,
and
11-11.
And we lose by 4 goals.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and that's again what I posted in the chat. But yeah, we've only lost one game by over 29 points all season.
Yeah, which is
To
ridiculous.
Adelaide, way back in round 8 or something.
Yeah.
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 So we're in every single game we play.
Yeah, and I saw a stat today as well. When we score over 80 points, we're 10 from 10. 10
Yeah.
wins from 10 games. When we score under, we're 3 and 10.
This
So
would have been the
3
first
wins.
game.
If we scored over 80.
Yeah, because we were 77. So if we had to
Correct,
kick
yeah.
one more goal, that would have been the first
Yeah,
loss.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, but, yeah, anyway. I was,
so just like the growth and how quickly the change has taken place is amazing.
Yeah.
So the defensive foundations are set. Our fitness is pretty good. I imagine it's going to get better, but another pre-season focusing on all right, we're getting the ball in there. Let's work out how we can finish off our good work.
Yeah.
And when we become clinical, when we start, getting the killer whales out, mate, next year has the potential to be pretty exciting.
We just
Yeah.
need to get that midfield right.
yeah, we
do.
need to get the
That is the
midfield
only
right.
thing that will ever hold us back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get the midfield right. I'll tell you what, a big centre half back would have been very handy at stages during those.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. True,
Because
but
It was
not
coming
the
in
Dougal
too
type.
hot though sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
but not the Dougal type, because the Dougal type is very much locked down.
Yeah, but Hogan was doing what he
We-
wanted.
Actually-
Yeah, but I was looking at GWS and what they had across the half back line, and they had 3 different options for,
we
like,
needed one. We need
interceptors.
one more player that's basically like Battle.
Yeah.
'Cause He was
Just maybe
he was unbelievable in the
maybe
last
5
quarter.
centimeters taller. Yeah, he was huge
Like,
in the
just
last quarter.
credit to
Yeah.
him. He had a huge last quarter.
Yeah, well, I think he started to go deeper. So we had him up the ground
Yeah.
on a different player, and then maybe on a Riccardi or something like that. And Zane Cordy was just getting out muscled by Jesse Hogan, he's a monster.
He is.
He is a massive unit of a man. So, and that obviously toyed with Cordy a bit.
I think, in hindsight, let someone else go on Green because Hogan, I think the aerial, I reckon Hogan was a bit more dangerous than the Green machine. I think.
But do you reckon that's...
Well, I think we would have had more, I reckon Green is easier, not easier, but from a player's limitations point of view to go on rather than a Hogan. Like, you can't put Jimmy on Jesse Hogan.
No.
But I think you could probably send him to
a Green.
Yeah, or a Stocker, But I don't know, I just felt like we lost Wilkie's influence.
We did.
The Giants really used that to their advantage, and Green... Yeah, like that's
went
what
up
they
the
do.
ground.
That's what they do
kind of
so
roamed.
well. They just keep moving it, so you don't really get a chance to get settled until they all just come back in for the the crescendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I don't get about GWS as well is just all of them run perfectly.
Yeah.
There is not someone where you go, geez, that's a bit of a funny running style. They are all legs 90 degrees, head still, running with the ball.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of the halfbackers just burned Butler. And Butler's the fastest one in our team. And I'm like, they have got their running down to a T. They are just such powerful runners and sprinters that's how they just create space. It's like, okay, well, if I can explode for the next 20 metres...
Yeah.
That's enough time.
That's enough time for not only me, but all of my teammates who are amazing sprinters as well to get free. Like, Jesse Hogan's the only slow one in the team. The rest of them run at an incredible rate.
Yeah.
They were by far the quickest and fittest team that I've seen this year.
Yes. Yeah.
The way they went. Like, I haven't seen...
And that's when they were great as well, back in 2019 too.
I think they're even better at that now.
Yeah.
That's really... Like, I thought we had that as a strength. They took that and just put it on its head. Like, they were unreal watching it live.
Yeah.
We gave them far too much latitude coming out of the back line, though.
Oh, way too
We
much.
always allowed them, and I don't know who talked about it on Channel 9 or Fox Footy or whatever, but we always gave them that 30-metre kick out from the
I was doing my head in.
But they'd
Killed
go
us.
that straight away and then already be out of the 50. And I'm
Yeah.
like, we didn't hold them in the forward line for more than 1 minute.
No, not at all.
No
that's
pressure.
also an MCG adjustment.
I know it's bigger, but
Yeah.
even against the Bombers, I thought we held them in at times. We corralled them.
Yeah.
But Giants were just moving it way too quick.
Yeah.
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 Geez, King was close to grabbing the game by its balls.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
so close. Like, for a bloke to not have to have a day where it's not really going for him to kick 3-1,
Yeah.
I thought was great. But in that first quarter, just couldn't stick a couple here and there.
Was there one where he accidentally punched it or something? Because it
I
looked
can't
like he had
remember.
an easy mark and then it just went flying. And I'm like, did he just try and mark it and punch it?
Punch it out
just
of his own
looked
hands.
so random, yeah.
Yeah, but he was so close to just ripping that game to shreds.
Sam
And he
Taylor's
should've-
bloody good.
Sam Taylor is bloody good, but King should have also had a lot more free kicks when he shook Sam Taylor, because they always had one bloke in front of him. So he had to do a little bit of extra work to get in front of that bloke. And if he got in front of that bloke, they were holding him.
Yeah.
And you saw it with the Harry Perryman spoil.
Oh, when he went like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
had
like,
him
come
by
on,
the
mate.
arm.
He had him by the arm.
Yeah,
And
why do you
that's-
think he went with a one hand, you know?
Yeah, and that's where I looked at the arm. So I was like, guys, come on. Like,
Yeah.
You need to be watching this.
yeah, because what he did was he held his arm until
The last...
King's arm pulled him forward.
Yeah.
So he could get onto the ball on top of King's arm. He's like, it was brilliant thinking. Like, I'll hold his arm, and then when he reaches forward to grab the ball, he won't be able to get it because I'll just put my fist out. So I was like, but it's a free kick. So it was,
Oh, the Whitfield throw.
how many throws? Like,
And was the ball out of bounds?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember that bit.
So it was out of bounds, and like everyone's going wild. And
Yeah, I
clearly
think
we
yeah.
couldn't see it from our end because it was right.
That's
at the
what I
other
was-
end.
yeah.
But then, they got a goal from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
that's
that
bullshit.
they made the most of the misfortune, and
Like even Green's first goal, Wilkie goes off him to impact the contest.
Yeah.
It spoils, it bounces off a Sane or something,
Yeah.
flicks right out, Green there, dribble goal.
yeah,
You're like, oh,
but
come on.
that's also where Green's brilliant. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Wilkie, you can go up in the contest. That's fine. I don't mind if you
But
take
Wilkie
10
all-
marks,
Wilkie
but
all year gets
if you
that.
drop
Yeah.
one,
It was
if you drop one, I'm on.
Yeah.
And he did it a couple of times. Wilkie went to impact the contest up on the 50, coming back with the ball.
Missed
the ball. Toby Green's just standing there by himself.
Yeah, that's when he flicked it into the goal square and then they kicked that little soccer goal.
Yes, correct. Yeah, that's the one. So, just a well-oiled machine at the moment is GWS, and we've still got a few kinks that we need to work out. But as we said, boys, overall, what a great year. I get to go home and pick out of 13 games.
Yeah, there's plenty there that
what I want to watch.
Yeah, true.
That is just such a rarity, such a pleasure to do that.
I remember, so on the Foxtel set box at the Folks joint, it was really sad. Like from the 1 year, I think it was when, we had the celebration game, like the Cozzy, Milne, Blake retirement game.
2014 or something that was.
Yeah, so we had like 4 games or something. And that was when I had the, that Freo game. So I watched that game like 10 times.
Yeah.
He was like, that's when Scotty Waters came out and said, we're a juggernaut. I think we were a juggernaut.
We're a juggernaut.
Yeah.
Our retirees played the best game.
Wasn't that 2013? Wasn't that
2013?
Yeah. When Scotty was still there. And he's like, basically, he got me all pumped up because, like, you saw Tommy Curran running out, killing it. Reece Stanley just getting 20 marks. And I'm like, how good is this going to be?
Tom Lee kicked 4 that day.
Oh, yeah. All the boys were up and about.
And then bottom of the ladder.
So my point of the story is that's what sustained me for a pre-season.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
but we've got
We've got 13 in the bank.
We've got 13 in the bank.
When was the last time we had 13 in the bank? Like 2010, 2011.
Yeah,
2011. Yeah. So ended up 6th on the ladder. Just I'm so happy with the year. It's just been, the loss hurt, but I was like, you know what?
It's the start.
Yeah.
You got to lose a final.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to lose before you win.
From that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless you're Richmond and then you just go. But,
yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, there's so much to look forward to now. Never have I felt this way about the kids coming through. Because I was pretty young when that early 2000s burst of Rewalt and Cozzy and Goddard. And I was 5, 6, 7 years old, so I didn't know what was going on. They were just, on my back on the number. But just having this now and having this little bit of excitement, a little bit of buzz around the football club, and blokes like Liam Henry going, yeah, that's the spot to be.
Yeah.
Yum. Oh, and just quickly as well, Joyce's choice moment of the match.
Here we go.
While we're talking about it.
Joyce's choice moment of the match. Joyce's choice moment of the match.
Nice hands, Jake.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Third quarter. 20 seconds to go. Boundary throw in. Rowan Marshall does something that I'd love a stat on it. How many people have kicked the balls to themselves?
Yeah, right.
How many people have done it? I don't know. I need to find out the stat. Useless AFL stats.
I reckon Zach Tui does it.
You reckon Zach Tui does it a lot?
Not a lot,
but you reckon he's done it before? Yeah, because I remember the Courtney Dempsey one where he accidentally kicked
the back heel.
The back heel. That was one of the most incredible things that happened on a football field, but defied physics. Rowan Marshall gets Briggs out of the way with this massive effort to clear off some space and square the ball up to the top of the goal square, but he kicks it straight up. 3 other GWS players around him. He's just like, nah, my ball, my game, my ball. And he goes up and he's the biggest bloke on the field, brings it down, quick hands. Bradley Hill, another one of the blokes that we talked about, how good his game was. Another quick handball, I think it was Seb or Windhager or something like that. And that was the Wanganeen goal.
That was so good.
So that was an effort that was from start to finish, just the most delicious little bit of cake, and that brought the buzz back to the game.
It did.
So, not only did it show me, geez, Marshall is the man, but it also showed me, Wanganeen Malira is going to be so special.
Yeah.
Like we found a Winmar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Winmar.
It was.
He is
I'd love to see
so
him
Special.
in the guts one day. Just a little
One day.
little
Yeah,
run
one day.
through.
One day.
Oh, I reckon he'd
Because Nicky
bit of
didn't
silk
play
in
much
there.
in the guts.
No.
Was
He was,
winger.
he was a winger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
Imagine Naz
he's
on
got
one wing
so
and-
much magic
Oh,
about
yeah.
him.
Henry on the other.
And Hilly.
And Hilly.
Jeez.
All right. Gonna have to get my sunnies out because the future's so bright.
Well, speaking of getting sunnies out,
Oh, here
I reckon
we
it's
go.
time for a bit of Jakey's Junk Bar.
Yeah.
Did you hurt yourself?
Hit my knee.
Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All night long.
All night.
What song's that?
All night long.
Night long.
Who sings that song?
Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
it's
on him.
2010 replay.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that just lives in my head.
He was great.
Well, yeah, it was great.
In excess for 2010 draw. That was good.
Yeah.
I remember that.
No,
What,
yeah,
what
the,
was his,
the
what
replay
was his
was
name?
Lionel.
Something... Styles or the singer at the time?
For NXS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
can't
sure.
remember. Yeah.
They did a competition for it anyway.
Anyway, we'll kick it off. There's a mix. There's some questions, but there's also some nice, kind words from the listeners throughout the year. So we'll go
So
through a
get
couple
your
of those.
snaps ready then, Joycey.
Yeah, yep. So this one's from Julia. So the young girl that we met before the 1966
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
the SB.
Did she win? Did she win a
I'm
calisthenics?
not sure, but she's just followed up with just some kind words that I want to share with you boys. So she said, thanks for all your work this season. I didn't want our club to finish this way, but you gave us a lot of excitement and hope with our Saints footy TV. I like the sound of Saints footy TV. It was great meeting you and the rest of the boys at the Palais Theatre. It was great talking Saints footy with you boys. All your talk put smiles on my face when you said we're making finals. I'm so proud of the St Kilda Football Club this year. They did us very proud. I certainly know Ross, Harvey, Lenny and the boys, and you, Joycey and Marsh. You like the word? You like Marsh or Marshy?
That's his last name.
Marsh?
That's my name.
You call
Don't
him
wear it out.
Marsh. It always throws me.
Yeah.
Will not drop your heads, and the boys will be proud this season. I'm looking forward to 2024 next year. It'll be our year to win the granny. Bring on 2024, Julia. Thanks,
Giddy up.
Julia.
On you, Julia.
This one's from Sam.
She was a ripper. She knew her footy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah. This is from Sam. He says, "Hey mate, sucks about the loss, but I'm optimistic about what we have going on. A bit about Liam Henry.
Ooh, yes.
I'm in a pretty competitive Supercoach draft league, and I picked up Henry about mid-year when Freo moved him onto a wing full-time. I watched most of the Freo games from then on to get a feel if he was worth keeping for me. I think he averaged about 24 touches from then. He's super quick around the contest and out of stoppages and continually found space. Surprisingly high disposal games when he was on the wing, a few over 30. His kicking isn't elite, but it's better than others we have, and he has quick hands. But his speed is definitely a point of difference and something we lack. He's also got a bit more aggro than someone like Hill, tackles very hard. I like him, and at 22 to average 24 touches fresh onto a wing, I reckon with the right coaching, he could be a really nice pickup. Unsure what happens with our current wings, Hill and Wood, but like you said, maybe mixing it up high half forward wing could do. So
Yeah.
done his
definitely.
research on potentially our new recruit.
That's good to hear.
See.
Yeah, I went into a bit of a Liam Henry rabbit hole, watched his under 18s.
Oh, did you?
Oh, he went all the way back.
Yeah, I went all the way back, and people, like saying that they've highlighted his kicking as a bit of a concern. From what I saw, it wasn't a concern back then. So
Yeah.
the kid's got it. Just once he gets a little bit more seasoning, mate.
And
Yeah,
I mean, he's got-
I'm stoked. And can we just acknowledge? Can we acknowledge me?
Yeah.
Did I? Was I not the Callum Toomey here?
No,
Yeah,
you
you
did
are.
break it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We've known this for quite some time.
Jake, click your...
Samers.
Yeah, months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's been my boy.
yeah.
Well done, Marshy.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Good on
Raise
ya.
the bat for that one, brother.
Well done, mate. This one's from Matt, who writes the articles on saintstv.com.au. So,
AKA Mason's Wood.
Mason's Wood, correct. He said, lads, we played the least amount of players in the comp this year after Ross declared this year as a year of exploration. How much exploring did we really get done if we didn't play that many players? I think we learnt a lot.
I think we were forced to play. Like, if you say we didn't play that many players, we were forced to play a group that we would have been chopping and changing throughout the season.
Yeah.
So, youngsters got a big sniff because we just didn't have the older cattle to bring in because of all the injuries. So
I reckon the ones that I know I would have loved to have seen Caulfield. I think that the Brizzy game was a mistake not playing. Or not a mistake, but an opportunity perhaps gone to not see what he's all about.
Yeah.
Billings I would have liked to seen more of. Perhaps also in that Brizzy game. And Highmore, but how does he come in with Battle doing such a good role? Our backline just being boss.
Yeah.
But aside from them, like, there's not too many others that, Bytel got a couple of games.
Yeah.
But I think most of it was pretty well explored and, injuries and that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. What do you guys reckon?
No,
Was there anyone that you felt didn't get the right, or not the
I
right,
wouldn't
but
have-
a little bit more of a go?
I wouldn't have minded seeing a few more games of Paris. Just
Yeah.
a few more games.
Yeah, he was a bit
'Cause
stiff.
he's like that Henry type where he's really quick,
Yeah.
lightning, brings a lot of pressure. In his debut, he laid 2 tackles, got holding the ball a few times.
And he should have got
I
one.
think he
but-
should have backed up that game, but we dropped him and didn't play him any other game.
I
And
think-
it could have been nice to throw him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think though that happens a lot. You give blokes their chance, and you just give them a taste and go, okay, now that you've got a taste of it, do you understand what we're trying to do? Do you understand? Yeah, do you
It's a bit-
understand what we're trying to achieve? And that's where you make the decisions in the off season. It's like, okay, well, do we bring him along, or is it, probably maybe beyond him or something like that? But I think that
Yeah.
Ross Lyon likes him, and I think that's why he got the opportunity was because we came up against Gold Coast. We didn't win the game, which we should have. That's one of the ones we let fall by the wayside. But we let him into it. We let him in and said, okay, here's your taste, mate. Like Ross would have said to him, look, it's probably only going to be 1 week that we'll bring you in, but we're going to bring you in, see how you go. And you know now, you know what the standard is. So, yeah.
This is from Jessica. Who do you think has played their last game for St Kilda? It's a big question.
few.
There.
Well,
Tom
actually-
Highmore 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You have to think Billings.
Yeah.
You have to think
potentially.
Billings.
Yeah.
Like, not even an emergency on the weekends.
Yeah, that's massive.
That says a lot to me.
Yeah.
I reckon Jonesy potentially, but I think because of his pace, we're
We
slow.
might keep
We're
him, yeah.
pretty slow in the
And just
guts.
experience.
It's so maybe a year.
Connolly, do you reckon?
I reckon Connolly.
Yeah, I think
is
Connolly's
potentially
done.
gone
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
hard to.
because he didn't get a look in at all, did he?
Nah.
It's a shame,
He
too,
was
'cause
never part of the
Emergency a couple of
conversation.
times, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got so many out of contract. I didn't
Yeah.
realise.
Yeah, I went
I think
through it today.
Gresh has
Yeah,
played his last game.
and
I was going to say I actually liked his game on the weekend.
Yeah, he was good.
I thought he was all right, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He
definitely.
laid some good pressure and some good tackles. And
then you
I
got-
think he actually led tackles for us.
did he?
If I'm not mistaken, I reckon he might have had
He had-
the most tackles for us on the ground. So
Yeah, he was up there. He had, I think, above 5. Might have had 7.
I think he had around 8 or 9. Let me just check that quickly because if it is that's bloody impressive. That's a side of his game that we 7 tackles.
Yeah.
7
that's
tackles,
good.
the most on the ground.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
work.
in an open game. Well done. High pressure. Good stuff. Well done.
Jackson's asking, do we think that Cooper Sharman will be a star?
I don't think he'll be a star. I just think he'll be like I don't know. Who's been just a good forward for us? That was reliable without being overly sexy, but they still played 150 games.
Oh, Timmy Membry.
Yeah.
Who else?
I'd probably say Membry's. He's in the star category for me.
Yeah, fair call.
The work that he's
Yeah.
done for us.
Yeah.
Is
I
he,
reckon-
is
I
he
reckon
a
run-
Maya check?
My check's a star.
Is he a Maya check?
Oh, Membry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
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 Not a star. I reckon just a good player that is consistent. You know what you're going to get, and there'll be a couple of games where wins it for us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Star's a bit of a
Do you reckon just be
Strong.
like a Lincoln McCarthy from Brisbane?
yeah.
Chimes in for 4 goals, pressure, plays roles,
Yeah.
highly skilled.
He's
take
bigger
a
than
screamer.
him. He's taller.
And he's
than
taller.
him,
And he's taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that kind of,
Yeah,
you know.
Lincoln
Yeah,
McCarthy.
that's fair.
That's a good
bit of a
comparison.
hybrid forward.
Brisbane
Yeah.
got a few of them.
Yeah,
Sort
can
of
play
like-
small, can play tall.
potentially a little bit Tom Lynch, the one that we let go to Adelaide.
Yeah.
But, he was sort of that mid connecting player.
And he's got, and the thing that puts Sharman against all of them is just the hops.
The hops.
He does like to fly.
He does like to fly.
Yeah, like a nice Mornington Peninsula lager or draft here. It's all about the hops.
Kieran says, can I say that Joycey, I don't know if this is correct. It seems surprising to me, but he says, can I say that Joycey and Marshy both predicted Saints to be 12 to 14th? Shout out Jake. I can't imagine you boys going 12 to 14th.
Definitely not 12 to 14th.
I don't think so.
I went top 4.
Yeah,
I
Marshy
reckon
said
we've all-
top 4.
I said 6.
We'll have to go back into the archives.
Yeah.
It'll be what first episode we did this year.
Yeah.
I went dead on 6th.
Scoreboard review.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to check that.
Review,
I'll take the shout out.
Score
Whatever.
review.
We'll move on. Well, I'll take that.
Yeah, I think I said scraping into the 8th.
Yeah, I think so. This one's from Jay Gilly. Favorite game of the year? I think we can all say that was Geelong.
Oh, yes.
Um,
There was Geelong, and then it was also
Essendon.
Party against...
Essendon.
Oh, Essendon was a party.
Yeah,
that was
Geelong,
good.
Essendon, yeah.
But I thought it was also party time against Gold Coast at Marvel.
Oh, we were away
We
for
went
Easter.
ballistic for
yeah,
that.
that was good.
And that's when Owens did that snap from the boundary, and
Yeah.
everyone was just like, "Who is this kid?"
My top
That
is
was right in front of Aisle 29 to get that one.
Geelong, Essendon, and then Carlton the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was,
fair call.
that was a good
So-
one.
That's the thing. There's been so many. It's
been
so
a
nice.
few.
We could just go watch them all.
Even like the doggies.
yeah, the doggies win at the start of the
We
year.
went. I
Phillippo,
wasn't
3 goals.
there. But yeah, that just watching that was just completely out of the blue. Like just
Yeah.
going bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
OG sent me this.
Oh, how about? Sorry, can we talk about games of the year? How about quarter of the year? The 9 goals against Hawthorn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was so.
Being in
That
the
was
cheer
fun.
squad.
That was probably the funnest game.
That would be the most fun. Yeah.
That was the most fun. Geelong was the most well-rounded game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Hawks game at the G. Excuse me.
Wasn't it the G?
No, it was at the Marvel.
Was it?
That's
Yeah.
twice he said it's at the G.
Yeah, I don't know why. I keep going back to
We're
last
literally-
year.
Yeah.
This
you
is
were
this is
thinking
like
that.
when
Should've
Marge
been at the
says
G.
to Homer, "What'd you get up to last night?" And all he can think about is like 4 of him going around the maypole nest.
Is this
This
it?
is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happens
that's
to you at platform 28. It's like,
true.
what happened, maypole
Nah,
dance?
this is Mandela effect. There's no Marvel Stadium. It's always been the G.
It's always been
G.
a G. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the G, baby.
This is from OG. It's not really a question, but he sent it in to me, and it was where was it from? It was Damien Barrett today. Basically,
Baz.
was just trying to say that it was no wonder nobody predicted us to make finals. We've proven them all right. The Giants
What?
game really showed how far off we are from the rest of the teams,
Oh.
and he expects us to drop out of the 8 because other teams under us are going to get better.
What a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, so that's not a junk mail, but I wanted to bring that in.
Someone posted the Kane, like the AFL uploaded the Kane Corns one, which is just like, Saints have gotten the most out of their list this year and they've overachieved. And I was like, I put in the comments, they've got a shitload of likes. So I was like, Kane, everyone looks to get the most out of their list.
Yeah.
I know.
That's why you play football.
That's why you have
Stop
good
putting
coach.
words like overachieve in there to try and make it sting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop being a bully.
Overachieve is a good thing. Isn't it?
Did the Bulldogs not overachieve in 2016?
Oh, mate. Every team that wins a flag. Like,
Yeah, but that's
sweet.
the thing. Overachieve insinuates that you're not going to go on with it next year.
Yeah,
You're going to fall
they think
by
it's
the
they
wayside.
think it's
Yeah.
a flash in the pan.
Yeah, right.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Nah.
Ross
and that's
isn't
what I
about
don't
that.
like. I'm like, you're just saying that to make it sting, and you're not getting behind the
2020
boys.
could have been looked as a flash in the
That
pan
was.
because
Yeah.
that was when we sort of topped up. But this year was like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is from I think it's from Luca. He says how's the bloke? So when I post the junk mail thing, it's the photo of us. So Marshy's wearing the yellow.
Yeah.
The pure
Oh,
milk.
yeah.
So he goes, how's the bloke in yellow dealing with the egg on his face? Go Blues. Great season, Saints.
Egg on my face.
Everyone turn
I
your
can't
microphones
see
to
it.
Marshy.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs on your face,
Oh,
mate.
so I believe is Carlton. So he's referring to our little Today Show soiree.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, context Blues fans, just chill. But, True Bloods, the Hordes, you know.
Yeah,
part
good
of the Horde,
Swannies
good
podcast.
Swannies podcast, part of the Horde family.
Lovely
Yeah.
blokes too. Yeah.
Lovely blokes. They're funny.
Yeah,
They're
they
funny.
are very good.
So they were supposed to go on, and they couldn't. So we went in their place. So technically, I was flying the Swannies flag, and you got to love just giving it to Carlton.
Yeah.
And they're good and upset. Your mate, Terry Baby Wipes, very upset. Very upset.
Don't bring me. This is you and Carlton, mate.
Oh, mate, Carlton. Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm out of this. I'm in the grandstands.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you Carlton fans, don't send Jake nasty DMs. You can send them to
Sensitive.
All29,
Sensitive
you know.
guys.
Yeah.
You know, he had nothing to do with it. He was just a bystander. And me, well, I like just being a little bit of a cheeky bugger. So, is it fair to say that we've got a rivalry with the Blue Abroad?
I think we might have
I'm not confirming any of this. No.
Joycey.
You boys
Yeah.
want some you want some biff. I'm not getting into this.
Bring back the beef.
Bring back the
I'll underscore
because, like,
29's got
how
it.
do you generate like modern day rivalries? Because like Saints footy, who would be our rivals?
All the AFL boys are mates now.
Yeah,
They're all mates now.
they are.
So I'm just thinking, you know what? We're thereabouts with Carlton.
That's it.
Well,
You know,
let's
'cause
hold fire because they're still in the final.
They're still in the finals. Yeah, good on it. And that's
Blake Acres, mate. How good.
I reckon he saw your clip and he's like, "Watch this,
Mate, I reckon he would have. We sing songs for Blake. I love Blake Acres, and I wasn't joking.
Mate, your best
I
mate.
wasn't
Yeah,
joking
your
about
best
him
mates
getting
It was
his
being
statue.
sarcasm.
with his cousin. Your best mates with his cousin.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Corey.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah.
We carried the banner out, Corey and I.
Oh, epic! You would have loved it.
I'll tell
Corey,
you what.
he looks like Blake Acres.
He looks
doesn't
so much like Blake Acres. If you're ever looking at our cheer squad, I think he's red hair.
Nah,
Is he not red hair?
definitely not.
He's too far away. He's very tall, very
He's got
broad.
dark- He just looks like Blake Acres, but he's
looks
got
like-
glasses.
Yeah, spot on. And it was really unfortunate because he was right at the top of the banner, and they're on huge metal poles. I noticed that GWS had plastic poles, and that was such a good idea. These things weigh a metric ton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, we've got the new poles in for the AFLW cheer squad just in time.
Good.
Apparently.
Good. Because these things, oh my gosh, they'll never break.
They're like the netball post poles.
No, they're
they?
no, this they're like rectangular. They're square.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the last ones that we have for the AFLW, that's a smaller one.
okay, yeah.
They were like literally
Netball poles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, these things,
So heavy.
these things hurt on the shoulders, but Corey up the front, leading the charge, it was just like him at the front and then the pole doing this.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was shorter behind him, and he was just, yeah, whatever, I'm there. We had to carry it from bloody the opposite side of the G.
Yeah, how was your banner experience?
Yeah, do you mind if I quickly?
We're
I'll
still
go
in
into
junk
that.
mail, boys. Bloody hell.
Oh, okay, we won't
Relax
let
on the
Joycey have a
anecdotes.
segment
You
again.
love
But
chiming in.
What do we got?
Last one.
yeah.
Chad.
There's one more. One more.
Hey,
Jesus.
do I interrupt his choice moment or your minute? No, I don't. This is
Oh, so-
mine.
so
Get
this is
stuffed.
yours.
Get stuffed. All right.
His junk mail
Chad.
his segment goes for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Mine's literally a minute. Yours is a moment.
I can't. Because I can't get through 10 seconds without you boys talking about
we
your,
go. All right, come on, quick,
your
wrap it up.
banner
Wrap it up.
experience and you with your Carlton rivalry.
Yeah.
Get stuffed.
Yeah, come on, mate.
All right. Sorry, Saners. I'm
Wrap
trying
it
to
up.
be
I've got a
professional.
minute to get to.
One of us is trying to be professional here.
Who wants that?
We'll go with Chad.
Yeah,
We
the
need
Chad.
10%.
Chad.
We need 10% on this.
The
on this
Chad.
potty. Bit of class. Where does this live sport allegiances lie outside of the Oz footy code between now and March for you all? Well, you're going to be cricket.
What's
what
this?
are you?
What was the question?
Well, no footy now. So what sport are you?
There is footy. There's AFLW.
Yeah, AFLW obviously, but then
There's
what
so
else?
much footy. Then what else? Rugby league, Melbourne Storm.
Ah, yeah,
That'd be
there.
nice.
Well, if they don't lose this week, but yeah.
Hope they don't lose this week.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
No
other
EPL, no
sports.
Everton, mate.
Yeah, I'll get on the toffees.
Yeah, go on the topic.
Beto, he's all right.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, he's good. But yeah, I don't know. Just
Yeah, I'll
going
be-
to see my friends actually who don't go for St Kilda.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Go and see the boys.
I'll just watch the EPL. My Gooners are doing all right.
Yeah,
Goodness.
nice one.
Should be up there with City again, so that's nice. What about you?
Yeah, I'll be watching a bit of cricket.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've
We've
been
got a Rugby
chatting to.
Union World Cup coming up, don't we? Do we have a Cricket World Cup?
We do have a Rugby Union World Cup, and I sometimes watch that.
Alright, so that'll be good. Then you got the cricket
Got
one
the cricket,
day.
got the BBL. I watched the BBL, just in terms of like, it's good entertainment.
But it's a one-day cricket World Cup coming up, isn't it? This year?
Yeah.
That's
So
exciting.
got that coming up. Got the Boxing Day test. I think we're due to play. Who are we due to play this year? Is it South Africa? I don't know, but I'll be at that. I just think that's the ultimate. Footy season's over. Summer's on. Chill out. Sit on the couch. Have a few moment. Best moment of the summer is just for me sitting down and watching the cricket. And it's great. So,
Nice.
yeah, thanks for that one, Chad.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks, everyone else.
Thank you, Bentley
very
Social.
kind. And Bentley Social
Bentley
again.
Social.
Well, obviously, we'll be doing some more episodes until, I guess, after the BNF, and then we'll wrap up then. But
when is the
meantime,
BNF?
First week of
October
first Monday of
2nd.
October.
Yeah, it's Dad's birthday.
we'll
I was
be
like,
there.
Oh, Dad, you want to come to
sweet.
the BNF? And he was like, nah, going to be in Europe. I was bugger.
Yeah.
He would have been a lead
we'll-
at the BNF.
The Oracle.
We'll rock the
I gave the
suits.
Oracle a nice cuddle after.
You gave everyone a nice cuddle. It was very nice. They enjoyed it. We saw Marshy out the front, and he was like, you know what? I'm happy. Saints season, 10 out of 10. This is what I wanted. Finals is good. And then he goes and gives everyone a big cuddle. You were very happy.
No, I wasn't there. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed out.
missed out.
I'll
But yeah.
give you a big cuddle.
You got a minute?
Squeeze on the tush. Yeah, I got a minute.
All right.
Can I tell my
unleash.
story after the minute?
Yeah, of course you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Your
it's
banner
my
experience.
segment,
I thought we'd get
so
you
I'll
up
let
out
you
of
get
Stay
into it.
tuned, Saners, for
Yeah.
Joyce's banner experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You won't want to miss it.
Oh, that's good. Do I get my sting or does that just come later?
Sorry, I got distracted. I was thinking about my story.
You love your bloody stories.
Oh. Yeah. Get some. Woo, hey. So, we've had 2 rounds. AFLW. You know where I'm going with this. We're getting back to Moorabbin this Sunday against the Pair.
The pear, come
Pair. So I will be putting out a thing in aisle 29 who wants to join the cheer squad. So Joycey wants to join the cheer squad. Jake wants to join the cheer squad. So, yeah, basically, if you're keen, come join us. It's going to be so much fun. And
It's going to be how hot?
it's good weather. Chloe
is
was
that?
pretty pumped at the club.
23 degrees.
Oh, if you don't mind. So, Saners, use getting down this Sunday, Moorabbin, perfect way to...
What time? Sorry.
I think it's 3.
Yeah,
it's...
Bring your picnic
Or no,
blankets.
1 o'clock. I think it's 1:05 on the
Great
rocket
time.
clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 1:05?
I don't
Oh, sorry.
know.
But yeah, well, I think it's 1:05. But anyway, so like broader, let's pack it out. There have been some good crowds. Like there was a good crowd at the Essendon Saints game, their first game at Windy Hill. But yeah, I'd love at least 5,000 Sainers there, and just celebrate the year that was, and just celebrate the girls, and
Yeah.
get on them for the rest of the season. Like
Yeah, good
Yeah.
call.
105. 105 PM.
105 on the rocket clock. So be there. There's going to be a Ferris wheel, a lot of activations for the kiddies.
Yeah.
There's going to be some good footy and cold beers, hot snacks. What more do you want?
Just the Saints FCW win
Yeah.
after
right.
being cheered on by
Yep.
the Allegiance.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I want.
So we'll be behind the goals. We're going to be to the right. We're going to stand where the Ferris wheel is. Well, oh, that doesn't work now. So we're going to be on the other side because, like, behind the goals, you've got the nets. It's it's safe for the kids and people who don't want to get hit by pills. But
And then you'll be able to have a kick afterwards.
yeah,
So bring
I-
the footy. It'd be epic.
yeah,
It's an early game.
Yeah, I want to go for a
So
kick.
bring the footy boots. And
Bring the
have a
show,
kick.
bring the footy boots. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, come.
I love bringing my footy boots.
Come join us.
I
Come
know,
say
I
good day,
was talking to
Sainers. Come down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that'd be awesome. Bring it on.
Spot on minute.
Yeah, that was the best one of the year.
Yeah. I've actually got the tingles for Sunday.
Yeah, mine are tingling.
Just love
Yeah.
any just to get back there. I just love that place.
It's just it's so good, and it's such a great vibe. And anyways, Exy has promised me that we've got a guest on this
Yeah,
week.
good.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And hopefully, I won't give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Joyce, tell us about your banner.
Yep. Go for it.
Yeah, so just carrying on with the cheer squad stories from Saints FCW on the weekend. We're getting down and doing a bit of a cheer squad experience there. Got invited by Joe, who runs up the cheer squad, does a lot of hard work during the year, love his work with the cheer squad, to carry the banner out onto the ground. And, I thought that is just the most amazing experience. I cannot say no to that. So I was hectically rushing to the ground to get there in time to make sure I could do it. Got under the G.
In the bowels.
In the bowels of the G. Walked past the locker room of the Giants, gave him a couple of these. No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
Should have.
Saw Whitfield in there. But, yeah, walking past. Then we go past the Saints race. I'm like, this is it. We're feeling it. And get down there. And, yeah, the banner, they're getting the new poles for it, which is great because they weigh a ton. But just the experience of just waiting in the race with the banner to bring it out onto the G for a final. That was such a cool experience. Yeah. So we carry it out. It starts pissing down with rain. And it just made the moment that much better.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? This is Saints footy. Like, I am so pumped because you hold up the banner. The Saints are coming starts playing the The Saints are coming. You see the fireworks in front of you. I'm standing there holding up the banner. It's pouring down with rain. And then the boys just bust through. And then I looked around the G and I was gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Just how many people were there. And
yeah, that would be cool because like, that's essentially what it would be like as a player.
That was it. It was the player experience.
Yeah.
You know, and
was anyone barking when they were coming through the banner?
We all were.
Yeah.
We all were.
Yeah.
We all were. I was going, come on, Saints, Seb, tell me how good is this? Come on, boys, you got this. Just revving them up.
Did you smack anyone on the bum? On a bum tap?
No, see, that the banners are bigger than you think.
Yeah.
You're probably not even close, are you?
You're nowhere near the place. Probably for a good reason, too.
Yeah, true. They don't want any bum taps.
Yeah, that's right. So it was just an awesome experience. You got to go out in the ground and feel the conditions.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, what can we expect? It was a bit squelchy underfoot. I was like, maybe a bit of slipping, maybe a bit of sliding, but not too much. But this ball was skidding on. So, and then I get back to my seat and it's blaring sunshine. So I just thought, that's pretty funny. But yeah, it was an awesome experience to do that. And I just want to put it out there that if you're a Saints fan and you want to do stuff like that, the cheer squad is so ready for you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It was.
It's always a chance.
Yeah.
100%.
And just, it was deafening.
Yeah.
Like, when was it? When Max King took that mark going back with the flight and slotted the
that
goal.
was loud.
That was.
That and the nose goal with the two.
Because, we joined the cheer squad on the weekend and, we went to go do our chants and it was too loud. We just stopped because there was about maybe 20, 30 of us and we just we just gave up. We're like, no, let's just go with everyone else.
Have you watched the replay?
Nah.
The first Cooper Sharman goal, crystal clear.
Oh, really?
We really like it.
Cooper Sharman.
It was so nice. Clear.
Oh, that's
Go
good.
and have a listen because I was cooking lunch while I put the replay on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can hear him.
Oh, that's good.
But it was just the cheer squad, the numbers there. That's the fullest it's been all year. It was so exciting. I mean, like Giants kicked 8 in a row.
Yeah.
So it was pretty tough to watch from the cheer squad. You felt a bit helpless, but geez, we got on a roll. We got going. It was huge. So there's still quite a few seats that need to be filled.
Yeah.
In the cheer squad. So next year, I've spoken to Joe about it. We're going to set it up with the club. If you want to come down to the cheer squad next year, you have the option now to it's I think an extra $200 for the membership on top of your regular one. So it's sitting around the $600 mark, which you can do with the Saints Easy payments. But it guarantees you home and away tickets to every single game. Yeah. Every single game you have a ticket, you're getting in. Awesome. And then it also guarantees you 100% a finals ticket.
Yeah.
And then guarantees you 100% a grand final
imagine
ticket.
How relaxed you would be just knowing that,
you're in.
The stars align, you're in.
And
if we're there, you're there.
It's creeping closer.
It is, yeah.
We're building.
More reason now than ever.
Get in there.
100%. So,
have some fun.
people with, young kids or, people who just want to make noise.
Yep.
And especially, we don't want to delve into it too much, but it must be said that there are quite a few people out there that would rather give the cheer squad shit for, not making noise. I don't know what game they're at, but they're definitely making noise. We couldn't hear ourselves.
Yeah, you know what, Marshy? Don't even give them the satisfaction.
No, but I'm just giving them the option just to get down there. If you think you can do it, or you think that things could be a little bit louder, well, of course they could. We need more people.
Come help.
There are some spots available. Get there.
We are happy to let bygones be bygones. It is about the Saints footy vibe, and that's what
100%.
we're focusing on.
Just
That's
party.
what we've focused on all year at Saints TV, is bringing the vibe back to Saints
the vibe.
footy. I reckon we're teetering at about 75%. Geelong,
Yeah.
that was a good 95% Saints footy
That
vibe.
was.
That was getting there.
Yeah.
That was getting there, and I reckon the only way that we can go to another level is to do it a few times. It's to start building. So it's there. The Saints footy vibe is there. Come down. We've spoken with Joe, and what you can do is you can come in for a trial. So we're going to set it up with the club because it's not for everyone. Cheer squad's not for everyone, but there's 200 spots in there, 120 taken at the moment. 120 will be taken next year, so there's good 80 spots left in there. So get in there, get your membership for it. And if you're not too sure about it, we'll get a contact ready for you. You can hit us up and we'll get you in there and you can have a trial. So you pay your regular ticket for the match or you come in on your regular membership and we'll give you a cheer squad ticket. You can come in, you can trial it out. And I'm sure the
And
same
worst case,
thing.
and I was speaking to Chloe at the club as well. And one thing that you can do is that if you're in the cheer squad, you get your membership there, but you go, hang on, I'd rather get a reserve seat somewhere else. You can just transfer over.
You can,
in season, it's completely flexible.
Spot on. But
So-
make the most of it
Make
while
the
it's
most.
free.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the most of it while it's free.
Exactly.
So, the first few rounds next year, I can't believe we're all talking about next year again. Jeez, it's just crazy. But we're going to organise something real special. I'm going to be making a heavy feature in the cheer squad next year. It's going to be my goal next year to get there as much as possible. Of course, gigs pending and R29 commitments pending and everything like that. But I'm going to make sure I get in there as much as I can because it's time to go. It's bloody go time. We've got a taste. We've had our entree.
100%.
Time to eat our mains, boys.
Yeah.
Time to eat our mains. What a better way to start it off than getting down to the AFLW on Sunday,
Sunday.
105. Getting behind the goals and cheering on the girls. We got the flags and everything.
Yeah, you got the flags.
We got the pom-poms.
Yeah, you got the pom-poms.
Oh, can I hold a pom-pom?
You can hold whatever you want, mate.
Oh, careful. All right,
Don't
boys.
give them that
Well,
option.
yeah. Geez,
That's
it feels strange. Like all of a sudden it's done.
It's done.
But we're still smiling.
Well, I'm so happy, boys.
We're still
I'm
happy.
It's just been such a good year sitting here with you boys, just experiencing the full Saints revival of culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah, post-COVID, post-everything, that's all put behind us now. We've moved on. We're ready.
I dare say there will be some more exciting news in the next few months. So
Oh, it's going to be tasty.
That's the next thing. It never ends.
It never ends.
Now
Never
we're already
ends.
thinking.
Saints
let's
footy
get better.
doesn't sleep anymore.
Nah. We don't sleep, do we?
Nah.
Ever.
Nah. Wide open.
You can tell too. On
Camping
camera,
at Moorabbin. That's what it's all about. Yeah, seeing
that's
who comes
it.
in the doors.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna make sure we get out and do some extra content for you guys. So stay tuned because it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be good. But boys, what an absolute bloody pleasure. Thanks to Bentley Social. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Liquorland. Bentley Social. Thanks
Yeah.
to the club for the merchandise.
Yep. He's wrapping up the season already.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's
it
it.
is. It's the end.
We're
of
going to
the-
be back. We're going to be back here next week, mate. It's all right.
Have we got anything to talk about?
Yeah. We'll talk about the girls. There'll be some breaking news. We'll be back.
Yeah.
This ain't the last episode, Sainers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the last episode for the year.
Nah.
Definitely not. But I'm just thinking maybe we have our Mad Monday
Yeah.
and
We'll
We'll
see.
work it out off the camera.
Yeah, we're not
Jake's
doing-
getting fiddly over
I'm
here
getting
with the
very
footy.
fiddly. This is a very long outro.
If you can hear all the old clapping over there, Sounds it's
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah, this is me
Finger in
going.
the
Come on.
footy.
This is
Yeah.
my
Oh, jeez, he's
music.
hitting the microphone.
This is
now.
my music saying, come on, boys.
Yeah. All right.
Time
It's
to
been a
go
pleasure,
sleep.
boys.
Yep.
Till next week.
Until next week.
That's
apparently,
it.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Without further ado.
At the Saints.
And the Saints.
Yep.
Saints footy.